The eyes are on the Jersey Shore. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Ebeneu here at Allaire Community Farm in Wall Township with Joanne Burney, the co-founder and executive director here of Allaire Community Farm, doing fantastic things throughout the year, including right now as we head from the Thanksgiving period into the Christmas season and everything, and all sorts of exciting things there. So, Joanne, thanks for sitting down with me today and discussing all the different things you guys do here.
Thanks for visiting the farm. Appreciate it.
So, just underway with Christmas rides. You light up the farm at night. Mm-hmm. Looks fantastic. Fire going on here. So, tell everybody what the Christmas season is all about. Some of the things you'll be doing for about the next month.
Sure. So this is our first year, and we're calling it the Christmas Light Spectacular. And what we're doing is we're opening the farm. We have 25 acres. We've partnered with a professional lighting company, and we're lighting the entire farm up, and we're taking a hayride throughout the farm. So what happens is you go on Eventbrite. You can go on our website, AllaireCommunityFarm.com, and it'll link you right to the Eventbrite site. You purchase your tickets. Show up at your designated time. There's a fire pit going when you arrive, Christmas music playing. There's a beautiful, huge wreath that we're having pictures taken, so you can get your picture taken, a little keepsake. You go into our market, check in. We have trains set up, and it's decorated like a winter wonderland in there. Once you're checked in, you'll walk outside into we call it the bullpen waiting area, where we have a large screen TV playing Christmas videos. You'll mount a hayride where music is playing, and then you'll take off for a light spectacular. And it's about a 20-minute hayride, and people just love it. Lots of times the animals also come out to say hi and visit. And it's a great fundraiser for the farm. We're also selling things that we make at the farm. So our poinsettias will be available after Thanksgiving. Our wreaths that we make, we have gnome wreaths, and we have Christmas swags. And we have some gifts that are made by our HOPE program. That's our aged out special needs. We have a farm calendar of all of our animals as stocking stuffers. So it's just a great way to raise money to support the animals during the winter months, because we are closed for 3 months. And it does cost a lot of money to provide for them. And we thought it would be a nice thing, after what the world has been through and is still going through, to just kind of have an old-fashioned safe Christmas, outdoors, fresh air. So. Oh,
definitely. Christmas is the season of, hope and things looking forward to, giving kind of, those good feelings, happy vibes, doing stuff with the family and everything. And I think this presents a wonderful opportunity for families of all sizes to come here and enjoy these hayrides and enjoy this farm you have heading into Christmas.
Yeah. So we're really excited about it, and we're hoping it becomes a tradition, that it's something that people do every year. So we started last night. We had about 150 people here. We got very good reviews, and so we're hoping with getting out to your listeners and others, that will really start to fill up. The reason we're asking you to go on Eventbrite is we want to be good neighbors in our township, so we don't want to create a traffic jam. And so we're asking that you pre-register so that there's not a lot of traffic. You come at your designated spot. Plan on spending between half an hour and an hour here. The hayride, like I said, is 20 minutes, and then the next group will come in. So really looking forward to it.
And just to recap on the hayride, so about the 20-minute ride, and people tour the farm. Is there music and discussions on the ride? Is there somebody giving a tour of the farm, or is it just kind of enjoying the sights and the sounds?
Yeah, there's music playing on the hayride, and it's enjoying the sights. Our thing is, just for people to say, "Oh, look at that! Wow!" We get a lot of that when you go under the light tunnel, where the kids are, just yelling out how cool it is, and so it's really just to the engine running on the tractor is kind of a nice relaxing sound, and just enjoying, lots of people come in large groups. You can, there are group rates available, so if you wanted to rent out a whole hay wagon yourself, you could. But so far, we average like 25 people on a hayride each trip out, and it's just enjoying the sights.
Now, that's what's going on now, but throughout the year, and I know you mentioned you're closed for 3 months during the winter months and everything, but throughout the year, all different kinds of events, petting zoo, I know you have on campus with some friendly animals and everything, yes. So I guess let's start there with the petting zoo, with the animals you have here, pig and ducks and horses and everything. So what are the animals you have, and what are some of the ways that people can interact with the animals when they come here?
Sure. We're open Tuesdays through Sundays from April 1st until we close now November 21st for the Christmas Light Spectacular. You can come during those times, 10 to 4, and what we do is we charge $5 for adults, $3 for children, and that's to support these animals through the year. And you can go through we have an indoor and an outdoor petting zoo, and we also have 22 horses and a cow that can be visited. We have, like I said, we have horses, donkey, alpaca, sheep, 16 goats, turkeys, bunnies, ducks, goose, and my pigs. 2 little piglets are joining the petting zoo next year, Charlotte and Willow. They're still babies, so they're in our yard. But it's just a wonderful opportunity for the young and old alike. We have a lot of just, teenagers that come that have attached themselves to our animals. And you can visit the animals, you can pet them. And it's just, our tagline is we nurture through nature. And even if you're not an animal lover, just to walk the property is something you can go look at our gardens and the greenhouse. We'll be having greenhouse tours. It's just a really nice way to kind of just relax and restore and just kind of center yourself again.
2 animals in particular, Lily the pig and Ryan Gooseling.
Yes.
I know you have a special bond with them. Tell me a little bit about each of them.
Yes. Lily was rescued probably the first year we started the farm, so 9 years ago. My husband called and said, we're rescuing a Percheron horse, but they have a pig, and should I rescue her too? And I said, as long as she's not too large, that's fine. So he goes, no, she's only 150 pounds. He brings Lily back, and Lily was wonderful. She'd follow me all around, and Lily got bigger and bigger and bigger, and Lily is extremely affectionate. Well, fast forward, Lily is now 900 pounds. And because she's so affectionate, we have to keep her in a pen now because she likes to, when you sit down, she likes to get on top of you. Oh. And now she crushes you. So that's Lily, but she is a farm favorite. This is her favorite time of the season because she loves pumpkins. And so she is having her fair share of eating all the pumpkins that people are bringing to her and that were left over from our harvest festival. So that's Lily. Ryan Gooseling is he's in his 4th year with us. Ryan, it's a little bit of a sad story, but it's becoming a happy one now. He and his wife were dumped on our property one Saturday night, and he was, they were a couple, and a couple weeks later we came home on a Sunday morning and found Ryan in a pile of feathers that belonged to his wife, and a predator had stolen his wife in the evening. And he was so sad, and he didn't bathe, and he was depressed. And I started going out and feeding him. We started with French toast, and then we moved on to other things. But he attached himself to me, and now I am his mate because geese do mate, like ducks do for life. And so every time I pass him, he comes and squawks, and then once I pet him or kiss him, he's fine. So now his new role is he's the protector of the ducks on the property, and they follow him around because geese are natural protectors, and so he's found his purpose and he's happy again. So the story does end well, and so that's the story of Ryan Gooseling.
I know you mentioned at the top just with the whole Christmas theme, the first annual kind of after the year plus, with the pandemic and everything. And I know there's a special part of the farm here at Allaire that you have dedicated for COVID victims and everything. Mm-hmm. So what went into that? How are you remembering those who've had COVID?
Yeah. We're proud to be hosting the first permanent COVID memorial in the nation. And we have over 3,500 souls represented in rocks inside of our COVID memorial. The way it happened is a beautiful woman, her name is Rima, and her brother passed away from COVID, Rami. And so she developed, she started putting, it was his birthday, and she wanted to honor him, so she put a heart-shaped shells on the Belmar Beach, and then put a stone in the middle. And the next day, when she went back to retrieve it, there were 200 more stones. And it just started growing and growing and growing to now we have 11 hearts, I believe, are inside the memorial, all filled with stones of people who have passed to COVID. And now we're moving on to stepping stones outside of it. So we're really honored to be able to host this. It's a place now where people can come, and a lot of these people never even had funerals for their loved ones because they weren't able to during the height of COVID. So now they can come here, and it's a happy place to come visit your loved ones and remember them. And so people come who lost a grandfather, and they bring all the grandkids, and they'll go visit their grandfather's stone, and then they'll go take a hayride and go visit the animals. And so it's a special place for people to come. Now, we are going to be closed for the 3 months to the public, and so I want to make it known we want to honor and continue to allow people on their those memorial days, so birthdays, anniversaries of the death, whatever is special to you. We're just asking that you email the farm. Try and do it a week in advance if you can, and say, I'd like to come on Sunday at 1. And just so that we know who's coming and who's on the property at all times, because we have to make sure the animals are protected.
Sure.
So it will be open for people to honor their loved ones on special events. So I wanted to make sure people knew that.
Definitely. And I think that's a very nice way to remember so many people who fought such a tough battle.
Yeah.
To close out here, you have definitely a lot of volunteers here on the farm, a lot of people helping out, and then a lot of students, a lot of school communities kind of coming and going here. So talk to me a little bit about some of the people that are here helping out, and some of the people that come here to visit or to volunteer throughout the year. Sure.
We have over 220 volunteers. So that in itself is amazing. We actually had to put a halt on volunteers for the winter months because there's not enough work for everybody. We have a cohort of cleaners that clean all the animals, and that's something people say when they come here. It's so clean. It doesn't smell like a farm. Because they're cleaned every day, their paddocks and their pens. We have a cohort of AM and PM feeders. So we have a different group of volunteers that feed every morning and that feed every evening. We also have people that work in the market. We have people that work in the gardens. And so, and then we have people that work with our programs and what's going on. So if you were to come to our farm on a weekday, we have our HOPE program is here Monday through Friday. HOPE stands for Harvesting Occupational and Personal Excellence. And that's a program for aged out special needs adults. At 21, you have to leave the school system if you have a special need. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of these people are scrambling their families to find them meaningful and purposeful places to go. And so what our program does is it works with high functioning special needs adults, autism, Down syndrome, and we teach them pre-employment job skill trainings so that they can then go on to either be employed on our property or to be employed with a local business. So we do partner with local businesses to hire people. So that's going on now. Our students are called interns because they've graduated, so now they're interns. And like example today, our interns will be tour guides for a class trip. They will work in the market. They will work in our gardens, harvesting the greens and all that we sell in the market. So it's a really neat program. We also, during the week, work with right now we're up to 9 high schools, and we have their special needs populations come here and volunteer on the property. Whether it's mucking the fields, working in the greenhouses, working in the market, helping us to harvest the produce that's produced here. And so our goal is that some of those students will then go into our HOPE program. They will graduate the HOPE program and then become employed on our property or other partners that we work with that hire special needs. So that's kind of what goes on during the week here. And then when we're open to the public, like today at 10 o'clock, you'll see a lot of grandmas and grandkids, moms and infants, and toddlers coming through. And so we're open to the public during the day also.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Joanne, I appreciate you taking out some time to discuss the new Christmas Hayrides, but certainly everything you do here at Allaire Community Farm throughout the year and all the people that come in and volunteer and help out. And it really is a beautiful farm with a lot to offer and very clean and everything. So it's something that everybody out there would enjoy of all ages.
Yeah. Well, can I just add one
Sure,
other thing? I know
please.
You've already covered it at an earlier time, but one of the other main programs we do here, populations we serve, is our veterans with PTSD.
Right.
So if there is a veteran, just email us. If you're interested in therapeutic riding or driving lessons to help with your post-traumatic stress, or to work in our greenhouses to kind of just help you in that way. There's something about getting your hands into the soil and working in that capacity that helps PTSD. So I just wanted to put it out there.
Yes,
Email us,
yes.
and we're happy to help. We do special free events throughout the year for veterans and their families. And so, follow us on our social media, and we look forward to seeing you at one of our veteran programs.
And such a nice thing. You and your team here at Allaire do so much for so many different people, and I'm sure it's very much appreciated just around Ocean and Monmouth and everywhere else too. So please continue to do everything you're doing.
Well, we're blessed to do it,
Yes.
and it truly is our pleasure. So
Joanne,
thank you so much.
Of course. That is Joanne Burney, the Executive Director here at Allaire Community Farm in Wall Township. I am Vin Ebenu. Come out throughout the month of December. Check out the Christmas Hayride. Check out the farm before it closes down for the winter months, and then come back here again in April when everything opens back up. Once again, for Joanne, I am Vin Ebenu, and thank you for watching another episode of Eyes on the Jersey Shore.